Hello and welcome back. Today we have another £500 of the £2 coins to have a hunt through, looking for commemoratives, ones of more than face value. Ideally though, it's off to the side, hidden away. We want the 2 coins we're still missing from this book. We need Commonwealth Games England, which would be a very nice find, and then Mary Rose, the 2 stubborn coins that don't want us to finish this book. Naturally, the 2021 Britannia is going to be circulated. We don't know when, but there's a space ready for it just in case it is a scarce coin. But wonderful stuff. Let's get into this bag of coins and see what we find. Right then, let's get into this first bag. So you can see this is not a very good quality one. That's much better. This is Technologies, the definitive design up to 2015. So this is the last year the Technologies was the design on £2 coins, replaced in 2015 by Britannia. We don't want any of the Technologies, they're fairly common, even the lower minted years. Case of the Diddleys on that first bag, which we didn't really want to see. Hopefully not a sign of things to come, we're just getting our bad luck out of the way early. But one of those 2 coins would be very nice finds to move us 1 coin closer to finishing the book. And if not, just some nice coins would be a great added bonus. And as I said in the last £2 coin hunt, oh, hang on, before we get into that, we've got something there. That's going to be something. It is Army Centenary. Fairly common. You see quite a lot of those. Pop that down on the top row. But yes, 2020 Q. It's going to be the year of the Q. I have designated it myself. I'm predicting loads of Q Gardens. We're all going to get them. It's going to be fantastic. So if you're interested in the shirt, link down in the description to my Teesprings if you so wish. Very shiny 2015. Sometimes these very shiny 2015s have got rotation errors, which I don't check them all as we go, but that's why they're off to the side, because I will at the end of the video have a hunt through and see whether we've got any rotation errors and have a bit of a closer inspection to see whether we've got any fake coins, because we've had some fake coins turn up recently. They're not too prevalent, which is all good. There's our first find over face value. It is the Golden Guinea. Not massively over face value. An actual Golden Guinea would be worth a lot more. But no, it's a lovely design and one that we don't see too often. So we'll pop that down the bottom row where all the rest of the over face value finds go. Should we do an edge hunt? We'll do one early, see if doing it early brings us any more luck than it normally does. So we'll check the edge inscriptions. Standing on the shoulders of giants is the definitive design, the Technologies. Anything else though will be something different. Oh, there we go. Bridges the Atlantic. That'll be the Marconi wireless transmission, as predicted. Very common coin, but a cool design. And just below it, what does that say? The hollow crown should be Shakespeare's Histories, which it is. Shakespeare set slightly above face value, 1 of 3 coins. This is Histories. The skull and the rose is Shakespeare's Tragedies, and then the more scarce of the 3, Shakespeare's Comedies. It's got that little jester mask on it, which we haven't seen many comedies in my £2 coin hunts. We've seen more recently, which I'm very, very grateful for, but we haven't got the abundance of, say, the Shakespeare Histories. But yes, they're becoming more prevalent in my collection, which you'll see in my whole coin collection video, which is coming up fairly soon. Ooh, there we go. Speaking of Shakespeare's comedies, there we go. And we've got Shakespeare's Tragedy as well. Wow, there we go. We found all 3. Whoops. Don't want to drop it all, but that's a result and a half for sure. Right, we know the comedies is the Histories is fine. We pop them down for a minute. I need some free hands here. We need to check some. Oh wow, what a bag! Shakespeare's Navy Centenaries. It's the lesser known 4th coin in the Shakespeare set. If you look very, very closely, sometimes you see a sleeping Shakespeare on the mask, and on this boat here you can see just a little pronouncement there. That is Shakespeare himself there. Little known facts. There we go. The things you learn on my channel. Right, anyway, Navy Centenary, very nice coin, one of my favourite coins. We will check the edge inscription. So we're going to do this one second. The edge inscription on this one is all the world's a stage. All the world's a stage, which is fine. There have been no found edge inscription errors on the histories nor the comedies. However, on Shakespeare's Tragedies, this one here, sometimes the edge inscription for this coin has made its way onto it. So what it should say is, what a piece of work is a man. What it shouldn't say is for king and country. So we will check to see whether this is for king and country. Oh no, work is a man. So unfortunately that is the correct edge inscription, but it's still a nice coin to find. The Shakespeare set, a very popular set over face value. But yeah, there we go. Ticked off all 3 of them. We're only a few bags into the hunt with a Navy Centenary to boot. My goodness gracious me, we're getting a lot of luck so far. Let's hope this doesn't peter out and that isn't as good as it gets, because we've got a fair few more bags to get through before we call it a day. But no, the big one we're waiting for is the 2021. Oh dear, someone's really scratched that up, haven't they? The 2021 Britannia is going to be an exciting coin to finally tick off. That's another Army Centenary, very nice condition, but as we've said, very, very common. But of course the fear is there's going to be an absolute abundance of 2021 Britannias, which we don't really want to. It'd be nice if it was, again, a lowish mintage whereby it's a little bit more desirable to coin collectors and maybe worth keeping, rather than say like the Benjamin Bunnies, which you see so often. It's not even worth keeping those. This is Trevithick steam locomotive, slightly less common, but again, only face value, you'll see a fair few of these. This is another new one here, another Shakespeare's tragedies. Let's have a check of the edge inscription. Oh, I see the word what a piece of work. Fine, no edge inscription error to be had on that one, sadly. I have found one of them in the past, but it's been a long time since then. This is Trinity Lighthouse, or Trinity House. Very cool coin, one of my favourite designs, fairly common though, you will see that in an abundance. And that's fine, no rotation error immediately on that coin. I don't know, lots of the more recent ones. We haven't had a Great Fire of London, is one of the more recent ones that hasn't shown up so far. This is the abolition of the slave trade. If we zoom in on it, you can see the inner part of this coin, the cupronickel part, has got a textured finish. There is a variant kicking about. There's a smooth finish with the initials to the bottom right of the 7, not intended for circulation, that coin. So if you find that variant, well done you. I would love to find one of those. It's on my list of things I'd love to find. There's another Army Centenary, and a whole lot of nothing else in those last 2 coins. But obviously, we don't know when it's coming out, and I'm taking a bit of a punt talking about it being a future release, because by the time this video goes up, because as you all well know, I have batch recorded a whole load of videos just in case new restrictions were imposed over the Christmas period. And I've got myself well in advance just in the event that I can't get access to coins to make more videos. So I'm normally a few weeks behind. I am now very, very behind in terms of coin news and what everyone already knows, or whatever has happened. But I will give my opinion. The 25 years of the £2 coin set. There we go. This is the VE Day anniversary. Very common. We've got counters tracking some of the more common ones, also some of the scarce ones, just out of interest to see how many you find over the course of filling the book. My goodness gracious me! Can you believe it? Another Navy Centenary. Unbelievable. Looks like there is a little bit of extra cut there. It's just not a full flag error. It's not a half flag error. It's just a tiny little dot. So I wouldn't have thought that would add massive value. Maybe that's the sleeping cat. This is the sleeping cat. There is the half flag error and full flag error. Adds a little bit of value, those errors. Not many of the CUD errors do, but they're always welcome finds in my hunt. Yeah, 25 years of the 50p set. We spoke about that a few weeks ago. I am quite excited for it. I've still not settled in my mind what quality I want, whether I want just going to stick with bunks, proofs, silvers. I'm not 100% sure yet. Abolition of the slave trade there. I must admit, the one coin I want out of that set, if I had to have one out of all of the, is it 15 coins, something like that? Or 12 coins, I can't remember. I think it's quite a few, isn't it? Looks like there's going to be 3 sets of them, as I was discussing with a couple of coin tubers like Laughter on my Discord server. But I would quite like that silver Frankenstein 2022 dated one, but Maybe I need to find a bunch of other like-minded people that only want one from the sets, and we can purchase a set between us and split it how we'd like. There we have Brunel's achievements, the archers at Paddington Station. Fairly common. There's 2 Brunels, as you can see from the counters. This is a second Brunel's achievements, not the portrait. That would have been nice to have found both in a bag. But no, it's a bit odd that, as I said in my previous video, we are reissuing fairly new coins. But as it was pointed out, the Battle of Hastings is only 3 years old at the time that the British military 50p set came out. But no, another Army Centenary. We're getting loads of Army Centenaries of lately. Too bad they're not particularly exciting. There we've got Charles Darwin, another fairly common one. We're seeing less and less of that one though, it does have to be said. It's not the most common coin. There's another one's going to be something. Army Centenary for the 8 millionth time today. Alright. Should we do another edge inscription hunt? See what luck we can gather from that. I'm just seeing a lot of standing on the shoulders of giants. I think we've got a case of the diddlies. Just be doubly sure. Nope. Right, one more bag is an edge inscription hunt. Determined to find something. It's always nice testing your memory as well to see if you can remember what the edge inscriptions are. And I would love to find an NIFC one, a £2 coin not intended for circulation, by checking the edge inscriptions. Because imagine that. Obviously, I'm fairly familiar with the edge inscriptions and all the circulating £2 coins. I can pretty much guess what the coin is by its edge inscription. However, that is because I've looked through plenty of coins and have read plenty of edge inscriptions. The ones that were not issued for circulation, other than say Frankenstein, like the Spark of Being, because it's one of my favourite £2 coins, I would struggle to tell you what the edge inscriptions are on a lot of other coins. So it'd be quite neat to find a coin, not know what the edge inscription is, and then be like, oh, this could be an NIFC, and then trying to guess what the NIFC is. Would be quite fun, but I think the chances of finding an NIFC £2 coin are pretty slim. Unlike finding another VE Day anniversary. I don't know why I struggled saying that recently. VE Day anniversary. Come on, Christopher. Yeah, chances of finding one of them are quite slim. The chance of that then being in a bag, which I edge hunt, which I don't do too often, 2 or 3 bags at a push. Another William Shakespeare tragedies, and again it says piece of work is a man. This is our 3rd Shakespeare tragedies. My goodness gracious me. Nothing else to be had there. Well, all of a sudden we find ourselves on the last bag of the hunt. So what a hunt we have had though. Shakespeare City, after I think last video, I'm not sure we've had any Shakespeares now that I think about it. Well, for those of you that watch this from the video, you might be interested to know that I have a Discord server. You can click the link down in the description to come and join that. There's another Charles Darwin. If you're not on Discord though, you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and there's a PO box you can write into should you wish. Now, we've hunted all the coins for commemoratives. I'm going to check the ones off the side for rotations, check the edge inscriptions and rotations on the commemoratives as well, and update you momentarily. Well then, edge inscriptions and rotations are all fine on all of those coins, sadly. Nothing else to be added in terms of star finds. We've got very much a spoiling of some very nice coins there. Especially the Navy Centenaries doubled. Again, we got 3 in the last one, 2 in this one. My goodness gracious me, how lucky are we? And then a whole set of Shakespeare £2 coins as well is always a very nice sight. It's not every video that we get to complete that whole set. So, for those that you've watched this far into the video, I've already said that bit. Try again. Do let me know which is your favourite coin from today's hunt, and as ever, all that leads me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.